You brought on a new employee, and now you're starting at the same question that every leader eventually faces. How do I get this person productive fast without wasting weeks of figuring it out? Here's what usually happens. You get them set up, walk through a few of the basics, maybe introduce them to the team, and explain the role. Then you step back and expect results. That's where things get murky. Without clear expectations, hands on practice, and real feedback, new hires won't ramp fast or at all. And then you feel it. Work takes longer, mistakes pile up, and output falls short. Here's the truth, this isn't about them failing, it's about the system or the lack of one that you have set up. Handing someone a desk or a workstation and expecting results isn't onboarding. It's hoping they figure it out while your numbers slide. Most organizations treat onboarding like a box to check: orientation, paperwork, maybe shadowing someone, and then you're on your own. Now the expectation shifts: hit deadlines, maintain quality, produce like everyone else. Without proper training, employees focus on what's visible, the stuff that they think that they're measured on. They stay busy, they hit activity targets, check boxes, but not necessarily the work that moves the needle. It's not obvious at first. Leadership usually notices only when the gap is too big. Someone misses targets or team numbers don't add up. By then, you're not fixing a small issue, you're dealing with compounding mistakes and lost productivity. Frustration grows on both sides. Managers question the hire. Employees doubt themselves, all because they weren't trained to hit real, measurable outcomes. And that cost, it shows up in your numbers whether you track it or not. I remember starting in outside sales at a new company. I got a laptop and a territory, nothing else. Completely new industry, technical products I didn't understand. On paper, I looked productive. I hit activity KPIs, booked appointments, but I couldn't handle meetings independently for literally a full year. Every call required someone else doing the work for me. Proper onboarding would have saved the company paying two people to do one job and got me producing real results months earlier. This happens all the time. Busy, visible work doesn't equal meaningful outcomes, and that costs money. Training isn't a checklist or showing someone where things are. It's about helping them understand the work that drives the results and giving guidance and feedback to do it. When training is done right, employees ramp up faster, focus on the right work, and contribute to outcomes that matter. Miss this, and you spend months chasing productivity instead of building it. I help companies fix onboarding so that new hires ramp up faster, focus on the right work, and move the needle from day one. Here's the deeper issue: clarity. New hires stumble when they don't know what hitting outcomes look like. Give someone a workstation and hope that they'll figure it out, and they'll focus on what they can see, the only guide they have. The result? Weeks of busy work that doesn't move the needle, and you don't notice it until it hits your results. Fixing it is not about pushing harder, it's about showing new hires what matters, why it matters, and giving them practice and feedback to get there. So, how do we fix it? Step one is set clear KPIs from day one. Don't tell the employee to do their job. Show them exactly what success looks like. Focus on the outcomes, not just the activity. Instead of number of new qualified leads generated versus number of calls made, percentage of orders shipped correctly and on time versus orders packed. Start with the desired impact, translate that to measurable metrics, set realistic targets, and review consistently. Clear KPIs focus on attention and highlight gaps early. Number two, then, structured shadowing and hands on practice. Watching isn't enough. New hires need guided practice with real feedback. Pair them with high performing employees or a coach. Break tasks into key outcomes and have them practice. Give them immediate feedback: what worked, what needs correction, and why it matters. Gradually reduce guidance as their competency grows. This accelerates learning and reduces repeated mistakes and ramps output faster. Step three, then, weekly metrics based feedback. One on ones aren't a pep talk, they're about outcomes. Review KPIs from step one, focus on what moves the business. Highlight successes and gaps. A success might be 5 new qualified leads, 20% above target. Great job. A gap might be 10% follow ups missed. Here's a strategy. You need to set clear next steps and track trends weekly. Small issues get fixed before they snowball and employees ramp up faster. Managers, they stress less. Step four, then, document processes and expectations. Every role needs a playbook, step by step guidance tied to their outcomes. You need to outline key responsibilities and processes. Include expected results, deadlines, and common pitfalls. Use checklists or visuals for easy reference for this. Update them regularly as processes evolve. Without it, knowledge walks out the door, onboarding is guesswork, and mistakes repeat. Number five, then, is accountability and ownership. Success requires shared responsibility, with managers and employees each owning metrics, coaching, and follow through. Managers, they need to track KPIs, coach, and remove obstacles and address gaps early. Employees, then, they need to meet targets and escalate blockers and log their progress. Both need to align on accountability from day one because this prevents confusion, finger pointing, and missed quotas and slow growth. If this feels familiar, don't wait. Grab my email in the video description and send me a quick note about your onboarding challenges. I'll send you practical guidance to help your new hires ramp up faster, focus on the right work, and contribute sooner. No theory, no generic advice, just real steps that you can implement immediately. Ask yourself this: are new hires ramping up quickly or spinning in their wheels? Is leadership owning the numbers or letting gaps slide? Drop me a comment, share a story, even a horror story. Like, subscribe, and follow along, and let's make leadership comfortable in a way that actually improves results.